YouTube, what's the deal? It's YT Wake 'em Up back at it again with another video. Most of these famous folks broke. Don't let them fool you. Hey, followers don't equate to money, y'all. A lot of these people on social media are doing it for the clout. They do anything for clout. That's really what's going on. They got free time on their hands. That's how they getting all of these followers, especially if you're on a platform like TikTok. They really don't pay that much. 17 million views only gonna give you $3,000. And that's 17 million views. Most people not getting that consistently. You see what I'm saying? Their whole profile might have 17 million views. And it might have took them a couple years to get that. Even a year. Even if it take you a year to get 17 million plays, that's $3,000 made in that year. You ain't got no money. You ain't got no money. Listen, I need everybody to thumbs up this video so YouTube can push this great content out. And I need you to smash that subscribe button if you want to see more of this great content in your subscriptions. And ring that bell so you can be notified exactly when I post. With that said, let's not waste time. Let's get right into it.
I made 6 figures last year as a content creator, and this year it's been crickets. And it's a really humbling experience. And, you know, I really strive to be really transparent. I always have, even with my PCOS baddie content, even in my pursuit of music, all the things that I talk about, but especially with the PCOS baddie stuff, you know, I'm shaving my full beard, I'm showing my apron belly, I'm doing, you know, the highs and the lows. I always strive to do that. So I wanted to be honest, because a lot of like my content where I talk about how much money I've made as a content creator always goes viral because it's really empowering, it's inspiring, and trust me, it is for me. When I see other people, I'm like, dang, like we can make money off of being creative and being ourselves and showing up and being a platform for brands to share their amazing products or their services or whatever. And it's been really, really rough. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm really scared. It's really uncertain right now. It feels really dark. I feel shaken to my core. I've pitched myself relentlessly to brands. I have been applying to jobs and positions that have to do with influencer marketing because I'm really good at that. I'm a really good social media strategist. I've worked with plenty of brands on the brand side and on the creator side. I work in the music industry at, you know, record studios, recording studios, labels, and all kinds of different things. Like I have experience in so much, and it's like getting brand deals is hard right now. Getting a job is hard right now. Getting people to buy merch that I've created for the PCOS Baddie Club, a brand that I've created. I've done all the things that you're supposed to do, not rely on brand deals, create a brand. So I create a brand. But I think, you know what, what it really boils down to is this economy that we're currently in. Everyone is struggling. And, you know, people that would be able to splurge on a hoodie, or, which my hoodies are not that expensive. I think I don't have anything more expensive than like 40 something bucks, like in my entire store. Because I get it, like, you know, I don't make as much profit, but I would rather have my brand get out there, you know, and whatever. Like, everyone's just doing what they need to do. And right now, I feel like this economy is not allowing people to splurge on themselves, to do anything that's outside of their necessities. Some people can't even meet their necessities. So this is, you know, definitely like an eye-opening, just very bleak time in history. I feel like it's not just me. I've seen so many of my creative friends go through the same thing right now. So many people are just struggling. And, you know, it can be really hard to see other creators and other stuff go on brand trips and get paid huge amount of money. And, you know, it's really hard to not compare yourself and compare your journey to theirs. Could be really discouraging, but, you know, I share the highs and the lows, and there's really no purpose to this video other than to tell you that your girl is struggling. I'm likely not the only one, and I know I'm not, but it's just really hard right now for creatives, for just people in general, and I really don't know what the future holds for me, like literally whatsoever. I'm applied out. I've applied, I've submitted, I've done everything. All that I have left in me is to pray and hope that, you know, God got something that he's working on, you know, up his sleeve. You know, God works, and you don't know what he's doing. And I hope that whenever I find out what he's doing, I'm like, oh, okay, God, I see you. You know, I'm trying to be optimistic and I'm trying to be positive. But it is really hard because these moments can be very dark, and it's really hard to be positive when you don't know where your money's going to come from, when you don't know anything. And I think that some people get so stuck on being like, well, I've already made it. Like, I already made 6 figures last year. I could be like ashamed of coming on here and being like, I've made 6 figures last year. I don't want people to know that I'm like failing, you know, but that wouldn't be real, and it wouldn't even be my brand. Like, that's not what I do. Like, I've always been so honest and transparent with almost anything that I go through that I decide to share online, because I think it's important to show people the real and not some illusion version of yourself. So if you're going through it, I'm praying for you. I'm praying for us. I'm rooting for all of us. And I hope that, you know, soon there will be breakthrough for all of us.
Shout out to everybody that got PCOS. I'm going to just say that first. It's PCOS Awareness Month. Shout out to y'all. I know y'all struggling, what y'all be going through. I just want to say I'm with y'all. I know it's a daily struggle. Continue to keep fighting and stand strong. Now, on the next hand, I just don't know why people think because somebody got a lot of followers that they got a lot of money. A lot of people got less money than they got followers. Look at even normal people that's not famous. They might have anywhere from a few thousand followers to 10, 15,000 followers. But they don't got a few $1,000s, and they for sure don't got $10,000, $15,000. That just never made sense to me why people think that. I done been around some of these people. Millions of followers, can't afford nothing.
This is the life of a broke content creator. Oh, but you have 1.1 million followers and you have a Gymshark sponsorship and this and that. Relax, let me explain. If you're getting into content creation for money purposes, yeah, there's good money in it, but you have to know people. Sponsorships come and go. I mean, you could work for the biggest companies in the world, but if you're not bringing in any money, then they're just gonna drop you. So while on the outside, people may look like they're making a ton of money, I mean, including myself, trust me, it's not as crazy as you think. I still live at home, and I drive a 2008 Toyota Highlander. Limited edition, though. If you're gonna get into content creation, get into it for the right reasons. Yes, you can make a living off of it, but get into it because you want to change people's lives, bro. I started all this because I like making people laugh. I like going to the gym, and I like talking about mental health. So I tied all those things together, and I started making videos. All in all, you can be on social media with millions of followers and hundreds of thousands of likes and have maybe $5 in your bank account. So right now, it's super easy to get popular, so post any videos that you have on TikTok, and they might blow up. But do not expect a massive paycheck from them. And talking about paychecks, this video's at a minute long, so thank you for the money, TikTok.
So I want to talk about something. Whenever I first started this TikTok account, I started out doing hauls, and the only reason why is because it was Christmas time, which led into more brands hitting me up and being like, oh, she must want collab. So I was accepting a bunch of gifted collab with no payment. But for being honest, I really honestly loved the stuff that I was getting, so I was like, okay, and I kept doing them for a long time until I got burnt out. So here we are now when I'm not accepting any gifted collabs and I'm not getting any like PR or really anything, which is okay because I don't want to make only videos for products that I don't truly use or whatever. But now I do find myself kind of stuck, like, what do I make videos about? What do I make content about? Because now I don't have, like, any hauls, or I get stuck. And if we're being honest, I feel like every single video that I see blows up on TikTok is, like, rich people. I don't know, it could just be me, who knows? I've personally been making content for over a year. If you've been a content creator on here for however long, let me know how long, because I'm just curious. Seriously.
See, here's the thing. I tell you guys this all the time, but for some reason, you guys don't seem to listen. Followers do not equate to money when you aren't posting the right type of content. So the other day, I had a coaching call with a young man who has 900K followers here on TikTok. And a lot of his friends think that he's making thousands and thousands of dollars, which he's not at all. The only money that he has coming in is from the TikTok creative program. And that's not even enough for him to pay his bills. So of course, like any normal one-on-one, I gave him like a brief profile audit. Main thing I noticed is all he posts is interview style content, him interviewing people on the street. Now this type of content is great because he enjoys making it. He really likes doing it. Totally fine for him. But when it comes to monetization, he's having struggles because his content doesn't provide any type of value other than humor. Of course, we went over a whole content revamp, and I essentially told him, you can't just stick with humor. You have to give people value. That's how you're going to monetize your platform. If you're providing some type of value that brands want to see, if you're providing some type of value that people are willing to pay for, that's how you're going to make money off your content. So now, in addition to the street videos that he likes to make, now he also makes content centered around things that you can do in New York, places to go, activities to do, plays to watch. He makes content around that. And his monetization tool is he's also a tour guide. He'll take you around the city. He'll create an itinerary of things that you can do while you're staying there. He also will give you food and hotel recommendations as well. We had this call in March, and it took him a little while to get things together logistically, but just last month he made $10,000 off of this content strategy. Now, I say all that to say you can post funny, humorous, quirky TikToks or trends and transitions. You can have fun with social media, but then also throw in another content pillar where you're adding value. So that way, when you want to monetize, you can easily find passive and active ways to monetize your account, and you don't have this large following with nothing to do with. Hey, now I hope this helps.
I told y'all about my clothing brand on the last video, right? Listen, I'm not going to drop no names, but it was people that had tens of millions of followers with no money. They're scamming for clothes. They coming to me, hitting me up for clothes. But at the end of the day, they not really getting no money like that. They're scamming for products. And why I say scamming, because they ask for these products and never really post a video about it. They don't post on their story about it. They break the commitments that they make. A lot of people got me. Some of them played on LeBron James' son team. He just got drafted to the NBA. Some of them were famous models. Like I said, I'm not going to drop no names, but y'all know y'all broke. Y'all know y'all scammers. I hope y'all watching too. It's time to go ahead and hang it up. Matter of fact, I even seen people that had millions of followers working at like Walmart and stuff. I respect the grind. I respect people that still work a job, even though the whole world know who they is. That means they don't care what nobody think about them. I respect that instead of the people on the internet all day begging for money. A lot of them got a lot of followers. Remember the TikTok hobos? You ain't got no money.
All right, can we talk about how a lot of content creators are probably still broke? Like, yeah, we're making money online, it's good money, but brands take forever to pay. Like, you need to understand that creators that talk about, I made, 10K this month, they didn't actually make 10K. They probably did, but it's not in their account yet. Because most brands have to process your invoice through their finance department, and they can be on net 30, net 45, net 60, which means it takes up to 60 days. Okay, to get your payment from the content that you've already submitted that's already started running. So do not believe everything you see online. And when you hear all these creators saying they're making a boatload of money, like, yeah, sure, they probably are making that money, but most of the time it's not on their account. And then by the time it gets to the account, we gotta pay off credit loan. Like, trust me, I'm speaking from experience, and I've been doing this all freaking year. I rack up my credit card because I know I'm getting the payment, but then when it comes time that the money is in my account, it's all going to the credit card debt. So yeah, that's just your friendly reminder, because you know me, I like to keep it real. And I'll tell you about all the highs and all the lows of being a UGC creator. Obviously, most of them are still highs. I love this job more than anything I've ever done. And this is the most money I've ever received in my life from any job. But it just takes freaking long because I'm not on this like 2-week payroll thing where every 2 weeks I know what day I'm getting paid, the money's in my account. Nah, it's not really like that. Unless you do have retainer clients, which are also great, but still, even with that, like, I'm telling you, brands take forever to pay, and that's the end of my rant.
But don't nobody want to talk about how everybody be lit on social media and broke in real life. Y'all be letting these girls really trick y'all. They say girls out here, I'm so messy. They say girls out here purchasing things, unboxing them, and taking them back for content. I don't know how true it is. I don't know. But my fair share of hanging with a girl, she had 3-point-something million followers on Instagram. We get to the club. She like, oh, I'm finna cash app you. Yeah, it ain't no issue. Like, if you my homegirl, you out with me, everything taken care of. But you on social media and you lit and real, you not. Like, y'all have to make that shit make sense, because then when we start hanging out with each other, you don't got no money, your money on your card, or you get paid for promo this day. Just something is always wrong. That's why make sure them followers match that bank account, or at least have more money than you got followers. I don't know, but I'm so tired of that. Like, ugh. Then we go out with bitches with millions of followers. Y'all trying to bust the bill down to the cent. Oh, girl, I just owe you $1.15. Look, we can't hang.
Trying to bust the bill down to the cent. They trying to bust it down to the exact decimal point. That's hilarious. I guarantee that's them people out in Cali. You know, Cali got the biggest cappers. Cali got the people that they act like they balling, but they really a free agent. Cali got the fakest people out there. And if you from Cali, shout out to you. But you know them people, especially the people that want to be in the entertainment industry, they got the fakest people. I bet they run around saying, I'm the realest. Everybody rich on the internet, but in real life, can't afford nothing. Social media is its own matrix. I ain't gonna hold y'all up. It's its own little false world. It's its own little fake reality for real. I'm not gonna say you can't make no money online, but you gotta know how to monetize your audience. If you just doing dances on the internet, don't nobody want to pay you for that. If you're just making funny videos on the internet, what are you gonna monetize? Maybe do some concerts or something. Cool. But most of these people are not real content creators. What type of content are you putting out there? You just putting out content that people want to consume, but they're not going to pay you anything. You're really just a walking meme for real. You're a walking, talking meme. People just laugh at you. But moral of the story is don't believe everything you see and hear on the internet. And don't just be delusional and think that these people got it going on, because they don't. Especially if you do research on how much they're being paid per view. You'll realize a lot of these people either aren't being paid per view or they're being paid a minimal amount. So I'm going to just leave that there. It's YT Wake 'em Up. Appreciate y'all watching. Peace. Shalom.